I bring her to the softball games. Yeah, and we brought her to the school. We keep her out in the back. I only bring her in the building when kids aren't around. So you don't want to make a stressful situation for her. So, but I've had her up in Mrs. Bing's room.
Pat?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, she loves Eva. She's met her.
Is she
So.
Mr. Gordon said.
Is she bigger than Mrs. Bing? Almost. It's close. She's probably taller if she stood up on her back legs. So, all right.
She's like tall as me though.
Let's talk about, excuse me, let's talk about the answers to this. We look pretty good, but we need to clean it up a little bit, ladies. Remember, this is one of the really important topics from the course of the year. This is a substitution problem. We know, Alex, that this is Alex, I know you got 100, and Matt, I know you did, but you need to let the people around you concentrate better. And when you talk, it distracts them. Yes.
Wait, today's the best food.
When the pass gets back, if it's not back.
You
Yeah.
were put out.
So she went to the nurse. So I don't know when they should be back. All right. Now, we know that this is a substitution one. So we take what the y is equal to, which is x minus 2, and we substitute it in for the y. There are still some people, listen, yesterday I said to you guys, don't put the x minus 2 in for the x, because it doesn't say x equals, it says y equals. Remember we said if it says y equals, you put in for the y. If it says a equals, you put in for the a. This says y equals. So you put it in, there it is, y equals. You put it in for the y, which is the second one. Some people, not too many, but some people put it in for the first one. Also, there are still 2 or 3 of you who, when you put it in here, Ronnie, you might have been one of these, I'm not sure, you left the y there. Some people did. I'm not sure if you were one of them or not. But you want to make sure when you substitute it, it takes its place. Listen, if someone comes up to you, if you take, instead of a dollar bill, you trade the dollar bill for 4 quarters, you don't get to keep the dollar bill and the 4 quarters, do you?
No.
No, you get one or the other. So when you trade in the y for an x minus 2, you don't get to keep the y also. You've traded it in. Once people made the first step right, everybody did a great job of getting x equals 4. A really great job. Chris, this is the step I was looking for from you, right? Where you substitute the 4 back in. Frankie, I think on one of yours, you also didn't show where the other one came from. Make it a point to make sure that you show where it comes from, okay? And then the check. Our checks look good. Those people who checked did a really nice job checking. And then this guy, again, we're pretty good at knowing to use the 3 and the 2, but some people got to the point where they got a equals 5. A lot of people got there. But then they didn't go get B. I need to know both letters, not just one letter, okay? All right. So there's our quiz. Any questions about the quiz? Tomorrow will be the 3rd in the series of quizzes. Now let's talk about today's lesson. And we end in about 7 minutes, so I'm not going to redo the first part of this, the do it part. We'll just have you having done the practice. I want to get right into today's lesson. And today's lesson is a little bit different than lessons in the past because we're going to actually combine transformations one after another. And this is called composition of transformations. Compose meaning to put it all together. Like in the music, you join the drums with the guitar, with the piano, with the saxophone, with the vocals, and it makes one sound. Well, now what we're going to do is we're going to do a reflection and a translation all at once to this particular problem. So why don't you start out, everybody graph triangle ABC, okay? And then I will work through you to show you the composition. Okay, so, oh, Gotta do the board first. Triangle ABC is -5, -5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's A. B is -3, -2. There's B. And C is -1, -4. There's C. That was more like B there. Okay, so the first thing it says is it wants us to reflect over the x-axis. What are the three words that you remember every time you do a reflection? 3 words for reflection, guys.
Reflect.
I'm sorry?
Reflect.
3 words for reflection.
Oh.
Count and repeat.
Count and repeat. Very good. So, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Remember, we always call the reflection the prime. Or I should say the first step of the prime. It could be a reflection or rotation, any translation. Okay, so the blue triangle is the first step. But this doesn't only ask us to do one thing. What else does it ask us to do? Keep reading, guys. What does it say? What is it?
What?
What else does it say to do?
Say the triangle 7 units to the right.
That's right. 7 units to the right and 3 up. So let's do that. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. That would be C, double prime.
Would you get the same thing if you did 3 up?
So this is taking things we already know and doing 2 together. Now, everybody go on point A and go 7 to the right, 3 up. Go on point A, or A prime more accurately, and go 7 to the right, 3 up. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3 up is there. A double prime. Now, go to B prime and go 7 to the right and 3 up. And there, whoop, that's a little bit off. There is my answer. Okay? Any questions about this? Okay? All right. The next graph down is another one. Go ahead, do the next graph down. This time you're going over the y-axis and a slightly different transformation. All right, folks, hasta la vista, vaya con Dios. Alex, you have one left, buddy.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.